with the rusting of iron, so we know that iron is used in making the bridges, ships, cars, truck bodies. Okay, we all know that these all substances or many other are also there which are made up of iron. But there is something which is making the iron weak, and that substance or that thing is the rust. Clear? So rust, when the iron comes into contact with the oxygen and the water, it reacts with it and it formed a red colored substance over it, and that red colored substance is known as rust. Now let's see with the help of figure. Here you can see that iron chain is given, along with that oxygen and water are given. It means on this iron chain the oxygen and the water has been reacted. After the process of reaction, this chain has been converted into the reddish colored chain. Why this reddish colored chain has been obtained? Because of the formation of rust. So here the formula is given: Fe, that stands for iron, plus O2, that is oxygen, plus H2O, that is water. Now when these three all react with each other, it will form a rust, and the rust is having a formula of Fe2O3, that is iron oxide. So if you say rust or if you say iron oxide, it is the same thing. Now because of this, there is a much loss on every substance or on every building or every on ships. Now we know that there is a heavy moisture content in the air. Okay, and because of this moisture content or because of this humid climate, the rusting may become faster. Now something has to be done in order to prevent the rusting. So that something is that how we have to prevent the process of rusting. So first method is to apply the paint on the iron objects. Now we are completely familiar with this, that whenever we will see around us the iron objects that are always painted. Now why they are painted? So that they cannot come into contact with the oxygen and the moisture of the environment. So it can be prevented for some time, but later as soon as the paint will be removed, again it will come into contact with the oxygen and the moisture, and again the process of rusting will start. Another method is the process of galvanization. Now the galvanization is actually the process of applying the layer of zinc or the chromium metal on the iron. It means iron is actually a metal only. On this metal, we are now applying the layer of zinc or the chromium. Now zinc and the chromium are the another chemical materials that can be applied on the iron, and this process is known as galvanization. So this is how we can prevent the rusting of iron. Now next comes is the crystallization. This is the last part of this chapter. Now crystallization, as the name indicate, it means we have to obtain the crystal, and the process of obtaining the crystal of a pure substance, and this pure substance is the chemical. This process is known as crystallization. So in your textbook there is a process mentioned to obtain the crystals of copper sulfate by boiling the copper sulfate solution. Now let's see how we can obtain the crystals of copper sulfate. Here are the steps mentioned. We have to take a cup full of water in a beaker. It means first we have to use a beaker. On that beaker we have to keep a cup full of water. In that water we have to add first of all few drops of sulfuric acid, and this sulfuric acid will be the diluted one. It means it will be containing little bit amount of water in it. Now next thing, we have to heat the water. As the water will start boiling, we have to start adding the copper sulfate powder in it, and up to when we have to add the powder, till there is no more copper can be dissolved in that. Next thing is that we have to keep the solution aside for cooling without any disturbance. So after cooling, what we will observe? We will observe the crystals of copper, and these crystals of copper can be obtained after the process of filtration. Now here is the diagram. You can also refer the diagram of a textbook, but it is not much clear, so you can use this for our study purpose. Now here you can see that burner is kept at the down in order to provide the heat, and a copper sulfate solution is being kept on the boiling water so that a copper sulfate solution will start boiling. After that we have removed the burner, you can see very well, and later on after cooling we will obtain the crystals of copper sulfate, and these crystals of copper sulfate can be obtained by the process of filtration. So here we have completed the